Hey guys, this is Cloud Kitsune. I am back for another vlog, and this one is kind of delayed because I wanted to originally do it after the last direct, because I didn't really have like anything to react to. Honestly, it wasn't that type of direct anyway. But there were two highlights for me, which one of them is you're seeing on screen is the announcement of Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, which I will be playing, by the way. And I am currently playing through Rune Factory 4 as we speak, a special edition, so that by the time that this game releases, I will be able to jump onto it as soon as possible. I am very much looking forward to, as well as the announcement of Suikoden 1 and 2. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do a Let's Play of that, mostly because that game, even though I love it to bits, I never beat it, and it's one of those games where I feel very, very skittish to play it blind on my channel, because like that game, you can miss so many things, and I don't want to play that and be like missing so much shit, dude. Come on. But yeah, I wanted to mention that one because I'm so excited that the date has been announced for the release, and don't skip out on the game, guys. If you like RPGs, tactical games, pick it up, please. It's such a good game. The reason why I'm making this video, though, is not only just to let you guys know that I am going to be playing this game, but also because there's a few things I need to, bring up here, because when you see this video, you're also going to be seeing a new poll I'm going to be posting up on my community tab regarding Patreon. So I don't know if I'm going to keep Patreon going for very long. It really depends on like if it actually ever flourishes. So I'm going to keep it going for 2025, by the way. But if I don't get more than at least 5 members from what I already currently have, which is just 1, I'm going to cancel my Patreon, and everything is just going to be as it was when I began YouTube again in 2022. So just be aware, currently Patreon's kind of just a place you can go to get early access of games I'm playing. But this is why I'm bringing this up now, mostly because I have a poll. So the reason why I wanted to make this video as well is just so I can kind of go over the options so you can understand, in case you're curious about it. So there are 5 options, technically. 4 of them are literal suggestions that I came up with between Crow and Shia, while the other one is more like up to you guys. If there's something else that you want to see more of, let me know in the comments. But you can do it in the comments here, or you can do it in the comments on the poll. It doesn't matter where you do it, as long as I see it. But, so over the polls, we have the main option, which is, one of them, is more active series that won't be posted on YouTube for like months at a time. One of them that comes to mind would be like Luigi's Mansion 3, because originally I did plan to play that game this year as well, but because of the way Luigi's Mansion 2 basically took up all of October, I'm not going to be playing it for this year. However, if you do want to see more like active series that are not going to be like added to the YouTube channel for many months in advance, Luigi's Mansion 3 would be one I would be willing to play for this October, but you won't be seeing until October 2025 for people who are on YouTube only. So that's one like way I can be doing more early access content if you actually want it. Then the other thing that you can get would be a podcast, which would be only available on Patreon. So while it will be posted onto my channel, it will be unlisted and only accessible through Patreon. So a couple of, like, she did make a good suggestion, which like make a few of them free, so like anyone who pops up on my Patreon can actually access them, at least like 2 or 3 of them at the beginning, and then make the other ones like exclusive, which, I don't mind that, honestly, because like podcasts, you're just basically talking on a wall, especially if you're talking by yourself, which I'm doing right now. So this is basically a podcast but with like visuals on it. And another one that she suggested would be like art vlogs, which is kind of similar to the podcast, but I'd be drawing while also they're doing like just talking over it. Also only available on Patreon because, number one, my main channel is mostly for Let's Plays and my streams, so I don't want to clutter it up with other videos, but I don't mind doing that to Patreon. So again, if that's what you guys want, select one of these options. If you want more options of like maybe multiple, do the more exclusive content and make a suggestion with those options previously mentioned, or you can also, make your own suggestion. The other one was art commissions, which I haven't done art commissions in a long time. I used to do it on Tumblr way back when, but they were always like random and sparingly. But I don't know exactly what I would be like pricing it if I did commissions, and most likely it's going to be very like PG-13 stuff, like nothing fetishy, nothing risky, nothing gory, mostly because I don't want to do most of that. But my point is, if I did like art commissions, it would probably mostly be like drawing, I don't know, Pokemon or like avatars and stuff like that. So in case if you wanted to use it as on your Patreon's avatar thumbnail, whatever, you could use it because you chose that tier, you got the art that you wanted, there you go, you know, it's one of those kind of situations. And it could also kind of go along with the art vlogs, because with the commission, I could be doing the art on the video while I talk over it, you know, stuff like that. So those are just some suggestions of what I could add to Patreon to make it a little bit more unique, other than just Let's Plays or Early Access. But if you have any other suggestions, as I said, don't feel shy to suggest them, because I'm always open to doing new things, even though like I do a lot of like the same old. But yeah, and then I also did want to mention, because so far I haven't really been able to like announce everything that has been done, but I have finished a few series. So for example, on Patreon at this exact moment, you have early access to my completed series of Snufkin, The Melody of Moomin Valley. The other one is the Zelda Link's Awakening HD version, basically. I want to call it HD, even though it doesn't actually call that. I don't want to call it the Switch version. It just sounds weird. But yeah, I wish they put HD in it. Either way, that version, that game is available on Patreon for early access. It's completely played through. It will be started to show up on YouTube at the very end of October, because they had like 2 extra slots to fill in for that. So yay, you got it earlier than I had originally expected it for November. And then Snufkin will be a game that you'll see, I believe, it will be a game that you'll see in December. I was gonna say November, like, nope, that's not right. But it'll be a complete series in 1 month. So it's only 5 episodes, so it's a short game. It was enjoyable though, I enjoyed it a lot. But that will also be the month that you'll start seeing Rune Factory 4 Special Edition. So just so you are aware, it is going to be a while before most of these pop up on the channel. If you want them early, join my Patreon. It's only $5, you know, but if you don't want to, I understand. And I also currently have up to episodes 7 of Rune Factory 4 Special Edition, as well as episode 7 of Paper Mario 64. So those are going to be like the main things I'm going to be focusing on at this exact moment. But just be aware, those are the games that I am currently working on, and I will also be adding Zelda Echoes of Wisdom very soon as that game pops into my lap. Probably the same thing with Fantasy Life, though that game is not going to be early access on my channel, unfortunately, but that's because I'm going to be doing a co-op with Crow with that one. So it's going to be similar to our like Pokemon Gym Master runs, where unfortunately you won't be seeing it early. There's no available way to do that, because then, you know, Crow's side is not going to get viewed because mine got viewed first. So I'm just, you know, making it even so that it's being shown at the same time. Either way, I just wanted to let you guys know that's what's going on right now. But yeah, and that's really all I wanted to talk about. So thanks for listening in, I guess. But oh, actually no. I'm not okay. So there is one more thing I need to mention. I almost forgot. Sorry, I'm adding this in real quick. Basically, one of the reasons why I hadn't been able to stream Raincode as I had wanted to is because I've been under quite a lot of stress, and part of that is because my aunt announced to me that one of my beloved uncles that I hate so much he's planning on coming over for a few months, and originally he wanted it to be forever. Like, he wanted to come over here permanently and never go back to London. But apparently things are not working out for his plans, and therefore he's only going to be coming for a few months and then going back, which isn't great regardless. I mean, both the situations are not great, because he is not a kind man, to the point that even his kids want nothing to do with him. So it just but yeah, he'll be coming in sometime in November, and that stresses me the fuck out, because oh crap, how am I going to be able to stream and stuff if he's in the house? Because he's not a pleasant man, and I just, whatever. The point is, though, I just want to let you guys be aware that because of that. Like, so the first day I skipped stream for this week was mostly because of that, and I was under the impression that it was still permanent planning of him moving over and staying. But luckily on Wednesday, when I was going to do Rain Code, I was told, no, actually, he's only going to stay for a few months. Still not great, but it's better than having to put up with him for the entire time. But what I really want to just get off my chest here is so that you guys are aware regarding Rain Code. I still want to stream it. The reason why I didn't stream it on Wednesday is because family, my uncle, my other unpleasant uncle, who's not as bad as the one I'm dreading coming over here, and my mom kept popping in. And Rain Code is such a weird game where, like, the time to play it, you really need to start early in the night. I guess you would say for me. So like anytime between, I guess 8 p.m. and later would be a good time to start, because some of those streams go on for like those chapters go on for a long time. Like, I know nothing about how the story goes. I try to keep as blind as possible about this. So the only thing I looked up was a walkthrough that had timestamps of how long it took them from like one chapter to the other. And gauging by that, it looks like chapter 4 is going to be the longest one. So originally I was thinking, okay, well, for chapter 4, I'll like stream the first half, which is usually like the story section that leads into the labyrinth portion of the game, which is where it ends. And I'm probably still going to do the same thing with that one, but I might actually do the same with all the other chapters, just so that I don't end up like still streaming the game at 5 a.m. in the morning when I have to go to work the same day. So it's probably going to be a little weird having to cut it short and then continue on to the case the next following Wednesday, but I just want to let you know that's probably what I'm going to do going forward. So it'll allow me to start streaming a little bit later if I can, because last time my uncle did not leave until 11 p.m. and I could not stream with him at the house because he is a disturbing motherfucker. But that's why he's not the worst uncle, but he's not a pleasant one either. I do have one good uncle, by the way. He has a parrot. But that's not the point. My point is, because of the delays with Rain Code, I think I'm going to stream the prologue on this Tuesday. Again, I'll try to do it around 8 p.m. if I can, and if I still have enough like energy or time, I will try my best to also do Yokai Watch, because I skipped that one twice in a row, and I hate having to do that, but it happens. And then on Wednesday night, I will try to do the first half of the chapter 1. So just be aware that is my plan. I'm crossing my fingers it will be done, because I don't want to have Rain Code incomplete by the time we get into October, and I don't have like the majority of the streams lined up for being posted during October's usual, like, you know, stream vlog Saturday and Fridays. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on with me, what's going on with Twitch, what's going on with Patreon, and we'll just see how it goes, because life is giving me lemons, and I don't know if I want to eat these. They're a little more sour than I like, but yeah, in the meantime, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and go to the community tabs and make your vote if you want to. That will be more enticing for Patreon to make you want to join. So again, it's gonna stay going, but in 2026, if I don't have 5 more members, it's going away. So no more early access. Until then, though, bye everybody.